Hello everyone, and we're back. We're here today potting up the giant onions. So what we've got now is a 50-50 compost mix with Vitax potting, the red bag, and obviously 50-50 with John Innes number 2. So it's more of an even mix for when we plant out. Right, these are going in the final pots. I would normally just pot another inch up, but as we're going towards April, we might as well get them in the 8 inch. But it's only an extra inch, and we'll have an extra 2 inches from the 6 inch all the way around for the onion. So that's what I'm going in, as you can see, from that to that. But it's only a 2 inch difference all the way around. So that's what we'll do. Alright, let's get potting up. Alright, put a bit in the bottom as normal. Alright. Don't forget we're going to lose some of this compost now because I've got to fill that 6 inch pot up. Alright, now we start filling around the edges. Alright, push it round. Alright, firm it round, pull your insert out. Bit of mycorrhizal joint, Terra Plus in the pot. Right, first of all, there's the onion. Alright, clean it all up now. I think these are going to be really pot pound these on because I've been in here quite a while. Try and take all your dead skins off. Alright, clean it all up. Trim any of the deadish foliage. Put it back a bit. Tidy it up. Now make sure when you do it, you make sure you put all your floats in what I'm sticking out, because these are gonna should really romp away now. They've got that new fresh compost. They got an inch this time. They got 2. All right. You might not see this bit, but turn it upside down, and that's more. I hope you can see that, but that's more than pot bound. As I would suggest, that's pot bound now. Could have done with going up a couple of weeks ago, I suggest. But never mind. Going up now. Try and take your dead foliage off. Push well in. Alright. Put the new compost around the base. go. Now what I tend to do, whether you like it or not, you're going to have to bend the flutes over. Just when you do it, just be careful, because I'm getting to touch the greenhouse now. And that's where it's going to burn them, especially when we're on a nice sunny day. The greenhouse gets hot, and it will really burn them, so the best thing to do is just bend them over. Just be careful as you're doing it. Alright. Push the clips up a little bit. It's easy to split these wide open, and they have a bit of a pain in the arse. There we go. It's one giant onion, potted up, as you can see, looking really nice at the moment. And then what we'll do, we'll put that over here in a minute. Get the next one, and then we'll put that one on. Same again. Fill her up. Get your insert. Push it in. This is where it's going to start using your compost now. It takes quite a bit when everything goes in final pots, but it must be done. Like all stay in small pots forever, because I've got another month. And what we've put in the mix is some Nutrimate, some charge. I'm just putting the charge in so I can use it up. I've had it for a while now. I want to get it used up. I don't know if charge does anything for them, but it's got very little nutrients. But it's near enough the same as Nutrimate, but I think Nutrimate's a lot better. Alright, get your marker eyes up close. Good sprinkle. Alright, now I'm going to get the other onion. Alright, as you can see, when your dog's checking on regularly, they're getting a kerfuffle. So, clean it up again. Takes a bit of time getting these skins off, especially when they get like paper. Just take your time, don't try and put your nail through the onion. Done that in the past. Alright. Chop all your dead bits off. That's the next one to go anyway. Alright, tidy it up. I thought that one was in, and it wasn't. I don't know how they get out the clips, but bloody do. Onions can absolutely be a pain for this. But apart from using these clips, or you make your own supports, there ain't much else you can do really. Alright. Now we'll sort it out. One there. That one there. Now these have had no more lights since they come off them. So they just took their own pace. Right. Ends up like a jigsaw puzzle. Out with that one. That one. Put that one over. Then that one over. Push this down. So try and bring that body in a bit. Okay. I think this is might need a couple of extras by the looks of it. Up there. Extra clips. Oh. The only thing I don't like with onions, they're very fragile. You have to be careful. Alright. Now he's all clipped up. These smaller ones up. Now, you can either turn it upside down or just tap it like that. Alright, as you can see, root system again. Beautiful. Centre it. Lovely. Push down. Is it moving already? There you go. With all the new composting around and then give them a good soaking. Right. You should give them a good soaking. All the canes over. This is where you could do with longer canes, but I'll just use the 2-footers. Really, I should really put them all in this greenhouse because I've got the height. Where in my other greenhouse, it's more like narrow. So, but never mind. Right, I should carry on doing these now, and we'll bring you back when we're on to the leeks. Alright, and we're back now. I'm going to just be showing you what I'm making up for the final pot for the pot leeks. I showed you a bit last time on the heavy onions, and now we're going to do a bit on the pot leeks. So this is what we're going to do. We've got a 5-inch pot, right, and we'll fill it up with Vitax Professional. So there was a bit in the last bag, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry about the camera angle, but I'm getting a bit tight for room. Right, so that's 6 potting. Now for joining this number 2. Bit of space. Right, because it's a loam based eight, so it carries more than compost itself. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 4 Johnny is equivalent to 6 compost. So it's like a 50-50. Alright. So we mix it all up, break any lumps. Alright, mix it all up well. Any bits of hard peat goes on the in a bucket for the compost. As you can see, look at that, that's a 50-50 that is. And that is 6 Johnnies to 6 clover. So you're thinking, well, how's that 50-50? Well, that's, a nice soily compost now, ready for the trench. I suppose really, if you wanted them to get really used to it, you could go straight into John Innes number 2 and 2, maybe 3, but it'd take you a few bags of John Innes because you want to gain 25 litres, maximum 35 litres if you use Westlands. So mix it all up well. Any bit to twig. Now I'm using John Innes compost. It's a bulrush, professional bulrush John Innes. And I like the look of it, it's quite well. You can use sterilised topsoil. You'll probably get it from Morrison's anywhere, things like that. I think that's 35 litres or 25. Well, anyway, that's sterilised, it's good. I mainly use it for lawns. You can use that, that's good stuff. I've used that in the past. But I just like John Innes. Alright, as you can see now, that's a beautiful 50-50. Alright, any bits put it in. Right. As I've showed you previously, I've been sprinkling Multimite. Ever since I've been putting this in the compost, it does seem to I've had to spray so much. So I'll give it a good sprinkle like that. It's organic, you ain't got to worry. But as far as I know, I had to spray so much. I've just been spraying every 3, maybe 4 weeks. Normally I do it every week. But whether it works, I don't know, we'll have to see. Right, let's just go and get some vermiculite and that. Right, as you can see in this pot now, there's half a charge and half of Nutrimate. So if you want to do, saves doing separate pots, you just sprinkle the one over, then the other one starts to come out, so you got half of each. The reason I'm adding this to the compost now, to the last pot, is because they may have to stay in the pot a lot longer. As you can see, the same again, half perlite, half vermiculite. Sprinkle it all over. And that's how you get an even coverage, really. Right, mix it well up again. So I only put one bit of that extra stuff in, the Nutrimate and Charge. They got very low nutrients, but, so you add it in, it just gives that compost. So you got John Innes feed, you got in the compost, you got what's in the Vitax. So you got a minimum of 6 weeks for that, and then the Charge is slow. It'll be slow release, and so is the Nutrimate. Give it a good mix. This what takes the time when you're potting up. Alright, so we get this multi-mite again. So we've done it once. Just a light sprinkle all over. That's it, second time. Get some more perlite and vermiculite. And as I was saying, it's half of each. So you sprinkle the first vermiculite over, and then the perlite comes out, vice versa. Right, that's it. That's it for that. Mix it well in. Really, you could do with a bin like John Salisbury made, so you could tip a bag of Vitax, say, to a bag of John Innes, and he does it, mixes it well up, and then you could add all, you get your potting on a lot quicker, but oh yeah, you got that sort of space. Right, mix it well up. Make sure you get it in the back, up the middle. Just mixing your compost takes your time. I mean, really, if you really wanted to, you could do pre-mixes if you've got the time to do it. Mix it on a board and just take it straight out of the bag and use it. So, that's prep, that is. But okay, there we go. Push it all up to the top. I've got one partly done from the last mix, so just put our pot in like we normally do. Fill it round. These are my 8-inch pots now, so they're going from a 6-inch to an 8-inch. Normally just move an inch up, but this will save me time. Potting up again. Plus it'll give them a bit longer in the pot. Round, take your insert out. Bit of mycorrhizal in. And this is a Geordie R. We're going to tidy it up now. Chop any dye back off. Alright. Straighten it out. Open up the centres. So if you can see there's any thrip or anything hiding, straighten up the leak. Tap him out the pot. As you can see there, we've got a cracking root system. Just nice for potting. Put straight in the hole. Bring the new compost around. And then firm it in. Straighten him up. Alright, then we give it a good watering. And that's a Geordie R in its last pot, 8-inch pot, looking beautiful. I'll pause you there and then I'll show you doing a couple of the Cumbrians. Right, we'll come on to do the Cumbrians now. Oh, these are the Cumbrians. They're about the same size as the Geordie are, so once again we clean it up. Take any old foliage off. Cut any dye back. Just tidies the leek up. As you can see, we've got not plenty of virus in there, but it does darken down a bit when it gets growing in the trenches. Alright, shape her up. We've got a nice bit of length on it. It's a short leek. So we get our 8-inch pot again. Move that out of the way. Do a couple of handfuls. Put your pot in. Oh, we do one of these and I'll show you, and then when we come to the blanch leeks. I should probably crack on with all the potting up then, and I'll show you once, we've potted all up. Alright, bit of mycorrhizal in. Alright, Cumbrian again. Right. We'll show you the roots. Just about right. These could be left longer to gain more root, but that's just about nice. They'll continue going down now, where if they're root bound, it does take them a bit longer, because obviously they have to sort themselves out when they're inside, especially when they've gone round in a spiral, sort themselves out to go down, where these just tuck themselves under, so they'll go straight down into the next bit, which now you want them to root as slow as possible. It sounds a bit soft, but you don't want them to root dead fast. But I want this near enough pot bound, so when I tip it out straight into the holes that we've done, and gives you a nice easy plant just to pot straight in. Alright, nice Cumbrian. Alright, and we'll show you when we come to the blanch leeks. Right, and we're back. We're doing the blanch leeks now. Sorry about the camera angle, but as I said before, we're getting a bit tight for space. Right, so these are 7-inch pots. So they're going from a 6 to a 7. It's only an inch all the way around, which isn't a lot, but it should last them until we plant out. Because we've put the extra little bit of nutrients into the compost. Alright. As we've only got a half-inch gap, when you put the pot round, it takes a bit longer to fill. So just take your time. Let me show you how we put the collars on and blanch them. Alright, keep filling it round, give it a tap, and do it again. Alright. Take your insert out again, bit of mycorrhizal. Right, here's our blanch leaf. Take the cane out. Take the clip off. And we tidy it up. Take the old split flag off. Because don't forget we're putting a collar on now. Tidy up the pieces on the end. Alright. Now this is the best time to straighten your leek up. Because once it starts putting on weight, normally it's very hard to straighten. If you look at that, it's a beautiful blanch leek. But now we've got to start making the length going up. And this is a Lamberris. I never ground this one before, so they say it's a bit hard to get the length. But you see that's short at the moment. But hopefully with a bit of pulling, we can get it up. Alright. Nice roots again. Place her in. Alright. Tap the new stuff around. A bit on the top. See, really, these could have had collars on ages ago, but they're all quite thick enough. Now you want to, when you start colouring blanch leek, you want it about as big as a Sharpie pen. So there you go for comparison. That's about as thick as a Sharpie pen. Maybe a little bit thicker. Right, but we've got to start getting the length on them now. Right, so you get your piece of damp course, or the easiest thing for probably you to do is probably get some pipe lagging. I don't know what size bore, but you don't want it massive. You just want it fairly big, so the leek got plenty of room to grow into. So what I've got is a 9-inch piece of damp course there. Now we've got to give it a wipe, like everything. I clean everything. I know you're probably causing me doing this. As you can see, I've cleaned it, look. Alright, what we've got to do now is make it into a tube. Like that. And to hold it together, just use some bit of green twisty twine. It is a bit fiddly. Where you get there, just take your time. They take a bit longer than the others to do. You know, your pot leeks and that. But if you just take your time, you'll be okay. I'll pop the other one on. You want 2 green twisty toys per collar to hold it in place. But if you use the pipe lagging, it is very much easier. You just slip it round the leek, put a couple of twisty ties around the cane, and jobs are good one. Right, as you can see, there you go. 9-inch collar. Alright, what we do now, hold your leek up. So now if you was using the pipe lagging, you just open it up and then just slip it on. But this way, you just push it down, take your time. You can do it like the pipe lagging, but it's a bit more, way more fiddly. Right, and as you can see now, that's covered the leek. Because it's dark, it'll help it to draw up. I'll put our cane back in and just get a green clip to put it round the centre. Holds it in place. And then we get another green clip just to support the foliage as it grows. Because you want to keep the blanch leeks going up all the time. And there we go. Blanch leek collared up. we do another one again. So I've already got these pre-cut, so it makes it easier. But like I say, if you're first time doing it, I suggest the pipe lagging just for speed. But other than that, if you want to save yourself a bit of money, just get a roller damp course. Pretty expensive the first time round, but you can get loads and loads of colours and your blanch leak colours out of them, and so it comes in fairly handy. Alright, and make sure you cut it to the right length as well, because I cut one and think, oh, that'll be alright, and then it's a bit small. Alright, get your twisty tie again. You can do them all beforehand, it helps you do it quicker. Alright, you got to make sure that twisty tie is quite tight. Push it round, bend it round. Now, if you struggle with arthritis and things like that, it will be quite hard. So I suggest the pipe lagging, just so it's easy for yourself. But as I say, if you struggle with your hands, then use the pipe lagging and make it life much easier. And plus you can get a few out of a length anyway, so it shouldn't be too bad. Cut them at 9 inches at a time, and then you just move it up basically. So once you've done it, you just slide that up a bit more, put that clip round, or if you really wanted to, as most growers do it, they just cut a 12-inch piece, get some more pipe lagging, cut a 12-inch piece, or you do the same with a damp course and put that round. And don't forget this piece of pipe lagging, don't throw it to the way end of the season. Just give them a dip in some washing up liquid. I won't say Domestos, just in case it ruins it. I use this stuff. You can use whatever brand you want, but it's the antibacterial blue one. Just dip them in there, then hang them up, or just let them to dry naturally, and then them fresh and clean, ready for the next season. I'll show you one more, and that'll be it until we're doing the quality onions. So it's pretty much the same, and then we'll give you a final look once we've done it all. Mycorrhizal fungi in the bottom. Get your blanch leek, take your finger. I've just been holding them up a bit. Take the split flag off. Take it off. Trim the bits of dead pieces off. Okay, strain it up. Beautiful. Knock it out. Nice roots. Place it in. Firm in. Put the cane in. Your green clip. It's all in place. Now, the trouble with these green canes, they do go a bit bold. So when you're putting it in, it don't look straight. But how much you can do about that? Because even if you buy new ones all the time, they bow easy. But anyway, there you go. Collared up. And you just simply move the collar up and move your finger up, and it'll hold it in place. If you don't hold it in place, you just put another twisty tie around and you tie it to the cane, and that'll hold it. Just for an example, I'll show you. So if I wanted to put that up, you just get your twisty tie, make sure it's long enough, and then push your cane in, twisted it, and that'll tighten it to that. But you just got to straighten your cane up, maybe reposition it. But for the time being, that'll do. Alright. And I'll bring you back now once I've done them all. Because the quality onions is just the same as potting the big onions up. So I'm going from a 5 to a 6-inch pot, and that's their last pot till they're planted out. Right, and we'll see when we've all done. Right, everyone. Sorry about the shaky camera, but this is the last part of the video. Right, to show you. We have got some 250 gram onions all potted up. I think there's about 60 there or so. That's our last pot, like I said, 4-inch. Right. And then just done the giant carrots, as you can see there. And the cabbages are looking really well. I mean, these have been potted up long this week. And if you can see them at the bottom is really already. And they only got potted on this week. So there you go. Looking really good. Peppers to do next week. The giant peppers, long chilies. Few eating leeks from my dad. And these 250 gram onions there. And then we'll just check you in the leek and onion greenhouse. We're all potted up in here as well. Finished all the show onions now. And there's the heavyweights. Just going to give them a spray. Potted all the pot leeks up. They're looking nice now with all this nice bit of sun. Blanch leeks. All got the 9-inch collars on, as we've said. I'm in the last pots. New leek for us to try. But it's only small at the moment. Celery, we got them up there. Hopefully they turn up this year. Hot leeks. Heater's been turned down to 1 now to try and get them a bit cooler. Ready to start planting out sometime towards the end of next month. Reset my door. Lowest has been down to 53. But everything's looking really nice now. Well, that's the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you picked anything up from it, brilliant. If not, better luck next time. See you again.